And welcome to Eastham Community Neighbourhood People Power Places event. Brilliant. I know everyone's getting teas at the back and rushing for those biscuits, but if you could make your way to sit down on the chairs. Yeah. So we're going to start. If we could start now, and if you could just put your voices and volume down. Sorry, people online. We're just trying to get things in order here. Okay. So as most of you know me or don't know me, my name is Zakir Adam. I'm the neighborhood area manager for Manor Park and Eastham. Before we kickstart, we're going to just do some housekeeping. We're not expecting a fire alarm. If it does go off, it is going to be for real. There are 2 fire exits. Just turning back on your right-hand side, and we meet in the car park. There will be a photographer, and I'll give you a bit more details on that. If you don't want to be your pictures taken, you'll be given a red dot sticker that you could put on, and we'll make sure that we don't have your face for this event. We do also have a BSL. Does anyone require a BSL? Anyone require BSL? Quite a best shift you had today. But they will be here throughout today. We've got our rune team. There's Hajira, Kulsuma, there's Prabjit, Maria, and our volunteers as well, who are here to support you. With Chris, and I should not forget Ricky and Anna are online. So as I was saying around the photography and film notice and why we take pictures, and this will be used in our articles, magazines, and our other publicities, our newsletters and website and social media. So if you don't want to give permission for it, please let us know. There is also consent form that for you to fill that out for us. So this is our schedule. Let's hope it goes in that order. Try my best. But I'll just doing the welcome and why we're here today. Then we'll hear from some councillors and our corporate director with some opening remarks. And then we'll hear from some of our working group members. And then to the project leads to give their feedback and their achievements. And then some questions from the floor who'll be able to talk and online as well. And some remarks from our councillor, Charlene McLean. And then we'll go into the marketplace where you'll be able to talk to the project leads in a bit more detail. You may have seen this sign and this slide before, especially with the project leads. You know, what is People Powered Places, previously known as community assemblies, and it gives residents the chance to make a positive change together in their local area. We are one of the largest participatory budgeting program in the country, and that's something that we should be proud about for Newham. There are 8 community neighbourhoods, and each community neighbourhood were allocated £200,000 funding to spend on projects done by local people in the last 2 years of this cycle. Who can take part? And that's anyone who lives, work, and learns in this neighbourhood, which is Eastham. So where does this money come from? The money comes from NSIL, which is the Neighbourhood Community Infrastructure Levy. And this helps fund the strategic neighbourhood infrastructure in Newham. What are the criteria for the NSIL funded projects and projects that help with development and growth, improve our public spaces and infrastructure, and improve health and happiness of the local community. This diagram, I'm sure over the 2 years, a lot of you have seen, and it's important that where we have started and how we are finishing most of it today. So where you look at the blue side of it, we started back in April 2023. The launched, and we had our priorities event where, as neighborhoods, as your own area, you were able to pick your priorities for East Ham neighborhood. Then we looked into the solution side, and what the type of ideas that you may able to tackle some of the problems for this neighborhood. You put in your applications and your ideas. And then in October to November, we had the big vote, which had a massive amount of people here that day. I could remember we were up to about nearly just under 300 people who came to push for their ideas to get voted for. In November, successful projects were announced, and now kind of in year two, we've gone into December where the delivery of all our East Ham project leads been delivering, doing some amazing work. We had an event just in June 2024 just to get a update on some of these projects, and now we're here in January looking at our projects where the final delivery which are at. And that will follow on with the evaluation and a celebration more in April for the whole of the program. So this is our neighborhood, and I think I asked the question last time that these are our three neighborhood wards: Wall End, East Ham, and East Ham South. And there were some people who were unaware or they weren't sure which area they were in. We know about our area is the best one in Newham, and we do have to say that, yeah. And we have so much spaces, so many, the high street, so much to kind of celebrate. But when I go on to this slide each time, it gets a bit boring because I keep going. But I want to try and get an interaction with you guys. So I'm going to do a little quiz, right? The first quiz, it's not like I prepared, right? If someone could just say the answer or raise their hand first, right? What is the population of East Ham? And that's including Wall End, East Ham, and East Ham South. Anyone know the population? Guess.
80,000.
10,000. Okay. Any other guesses? 70,000. I'll go with the newest one. Kate, what did you say? 55. Just under 49,000. For that, there is a prize. There is a prize. There is a prize. I always come with little prizes. Okay. Well done. Next neighborhood question. How many parks there are in East Ham neighborhood? How many parks? Yes, I'll take 4. There's 4 parks. Can anyone name them? Barking Rec. Clasher. Brampton. And, come on, you're getting the big one. Central Park. And so I'll go with the first answer there. Your prize is here. Hugely Park, yes. Right. So next question. How many primary schools do we have in East Ham? Come on, the kids would know this. Go on. 20? Okay. 25. And who said 7? Anyone else? Who said 7? At the back. Say 7? 7 is the correct answer. Yes. The next one. What year were East Ham Town Hall built? 1898. Any others? 1980. Oh. Anyone at the back? Mohammed, you have an idea now? 1901. Marie? 1890.
Oh, we've got some online.
What about anyone online?
I don't know if people want to come out and say it. What was the question again? Sorry, I've got a few answers here.
What year were East Ham Town Hall built?
Right, RC says 1990, very confidently.
Okay. Any others online? No? Okay. Who was there who said 1902? That's the closest one. 1903.
1903.
There's a prize for you.
Can't wait.
There you go. Right, just the last one. Now this is with the library. Who's got a library card? Okay, so you will know this answer, right? How many books are you allowed to take out with your library card? Oh, wow, wow. I've only got one prize, you know. I think that's a correct answer. Correct answer. Right. Who said 25? 25? 25? So 2 of you said 25. That's the correct answer. Well done. And how many weeks are you meant to keep the book for? Brilliant. That's what I like. Let me get you the present. There you go. Well done. So that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Okay. To move on. So when we voted for our priorities, these were our 3 main priorities for East Ham: health and well-being, community development and participation, and youth empowerment. So you must be asking why we're here today. So East Ham had, for a community neighbourhood budget of just under £225,000. Overall, in Newham, we received 366 project application ideas across Newham, totaling of £4.6 million. Over 10,000 residents voted for their favourite projects in October and November, and total of 18 projects were successful after the votes for East Ham Community Neighbourhood. These projects now been delivering during the 2024 cycle, and this is your opportunity to meet these projects, leads, and find out how the projects have benefited our community, which is East Ham. So you're looking at these numbers, you must be thinking, what is that? So the first one, what do you think? 4,386. What could that be? What could it be for? Okay, some votes. That's fine, okay. So these were engagement reach through people, powered places events. That's everyone being involved, attending through whole of the borough. And that's an increase from the 2022 23 cycle. It's massive commitment of people and people being involved in this program. 366, what do you think that could be? Okay, you were listening in the earlier then. That's the application we received from residents and voluntary and community and faith sector organizations. 10,000? 10,000 pounds is saying. But what's the 10,000 for? Yeah? Put the answer up. So these were individual residents voted for their favorite projects, funding 120 projects across Newham. 91% of residents found the people-powered places even easy to participate in, and 88% of residents felt more connected to their local area after coming to the people-powered places events. But we, as East Ham, had a role to play with. We can't give all the credit to all the other neighbourhoods. This is what we done. We had second highest number of applications in whole of the borough. And I think some brilliant ideas that we got. We funded 18 projects in our area, 756 in total people who voted online or on paper. 691 residents signed up on the Newham Co-Create website. And that's to look at the journey of the people-powered places, to vote and engage. Number of residents who attended our assembly in total is around just over 500. 500. So thank you, East Ham, for that. Our colleagues in the participatory team have been doing a lot of work over the 2 cycles, and they've been going around meeting projects, getting the evaluation, seeing how things are being done, doing the monitoring side of it. And, these are just some of the quotes that we're getting from some project leads. But we don't want to be reading out project leads from other areas, because we love our area, don't we? So we're going to read out one of a quote from a project, E6 Sisters Country community project. And the quote is, "The cost of living is so high, it helps me save money for other things, knowing I'm coming here to get food and clothes, especially when my children grow so fast." And this is just some of the projects, quotes, and the good work that they've kind of done. Okay. These are our councillors for East Ham Ward, East Ham South, and the Wall End councillors. And some councillors have a meeting at the town hall. Is any members here? No? Okay. So I'd like to bring up Laura Eden, just to say a few words, as our Corporate Director of Children's and Young People Services, just to say a few words.
Thank you. Do I need a mic?
You would,
Yeah.
Okay. Prefer a mic, okay. I think my hair looks better in that photo than it does here, but anyway, bear with me. Thank you for having me. I'm the Corporate Director of Children and Young People Services, and I'm allocated to East Ham, which, as I said, was the best one. So I'm delighted to be here and in support of all the projects that have been happening for some time now. I think it's totally amazing that the community and community projects are coming forward. They're hearing the voice of East Ham residents in what can we do to better our community? What can we do to improve the lives of our children, young people, adults and families in this area? So just mentioning a few projects, although you're all fantastic, and particularly just a shout out, which I'm going to go off on a tangent because it's not on my list, and I often go off on a tangent, to the project around music. Just to say, I witnessed firsthand this week of a year 10 girl who came into my office for a staff member's leaving do after 40 years she's been here, and she does lots of work in enrichment, and we had her playing some music for us, so that was amazing. So real life experiences of how those projects affect our young people's lives. So just a few projects, Sailing into a Bright Future. Woo! Over there, amazing mentoring program, impacted 61 young people's lives in East Ham. It's doubled the number that it was expected in the initial grant application. So amazing. Treble it next time, but we're pleased you've doubled it. And you've delivered 622 lessons. You will do by the end, you have done by the end of last year. Fostering skills in leadership and confidence and independence, something really close to my heart. Our young people are our future. And I know one of your priorities is youth empowerment. So great stuff. Young Entrepreneurs Book Club, where are you? Is the book club here? Not yet. We'll give them a clap anyway. So they've distributed inspirational books. They've facilitated networking opportunities, providing materials, and done lots of stuff to enhance and engage our young people's lives. And I've mentioned the music project. So Brampton Primary School Music Accelerator Programme, igniting the musical potential of our young students at Brampton Primary School and local community, thinking about how music, exploring music for fun, and it also makes your mind, apparently, your maths better, which is great. And they've run a half-term club. So really, really pleased to be here. Please come and chat to me. I'll come round and speak to you about all your projects. And thanks for having me, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. We want to bring out our East Ham working group members. If our working group members could put their hand up and, or in fact, come at the front. They're very shy. Come on, guys. Now, these guys been with us through the 2-year cycle. They may be bored of me, but they were so important through this cycle with us. They're residents who give up their time. They scored applications, they went monitoring projects, they attended meetings with us, the discussions and some decisions that they had to make. Just want to say a thank you to that. But I just want to give you, each one of you, just to say a few words, really, how your experience been. Did you find my humor okay? And that kind of stuff. But if we start with you. Yeah.
All right. For me, it was the first time working along with the council and all those projects with PPE. It was really good experience. I think it's the community coming together and lot of applications. Everyone wants to do something good for the community, and I think I will say the money spent well, and it was worth for the community. So yeah, good. And good luck for all the projects who are completed or will be completing. And I would like to see more coming in the future as well. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Sailing for the future. It was really nice. Yeah. Good to know Adrian as well. It's really good the way they're doing the things. So it's good.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I think thank you very much give us a chance to come and speak about this project. And I was the first time member of this working group, and I think this is a very good thing. I would advise to every local person try to be part of the member of these groups in I think the next cycle coming in. It helped me a lot because then I'm aware like what's going on in my community, my local area, and what area of improvement needed. So we can share with the team, we discuss with the teams, and if for the future, like if we see something better can be done, and then we can discuss with our like coordinators and these people. They have been very helpful. And with the project, I was involved with when they're doing shortlisting and then read through the projects, and it give a like overview about what's going to happen in coming days if any small project can make a big difference to the lives of the people living locally. Yeah, that's it. That's all from here.
Hi, excuse me, I've got one of these infections that's going round, so I hope I don't give it to anybody. Yeah, I'm Carol Shaw, I'm from Wall End. I don't feel as if I did a huge amount, but whatever it was very enjoyable and worthwhile. And I mean, on all the projects, it was quite difficult to choose which ones we were going to go for. I don't know if you found the same, but whatever got chosen, they were all terrific, and wish them all well. It was a great thing to be involved with.
Well, I just want to highlight all the good works happening all over in here. You can see all the stalls, so many people, and so many people benefit from all of these projects. One thing which I want to highlight is before 2 months before I've been to one of the projects. You can always see that place is bursting with energy, and so many people came in there. In a corner, there are like people helping with cooking, teaching people how to develop further in their career. In one side, people making their own, like enjoying the time, having a tea, having coffee. So that's a new wave project which is around the corner. So yeah, really happy working with all these projects. The first time member, you've been very nice, leader. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, working group. Thank you. Is there any working group members online? No working group members online? No? Okay. So now it's not about me or my voice. It's about the heroes or the projects who've done all the work in the last year and what they've been delivering. These were our projects for East Ham. Variety of different projects, really great work that they've done, some of the challenges they've faced, some of the great delivery, what came out from that as well. So it's now going to the project leads to listen to them, listen to their feedback, listen to their achievements, and just get an idea of where the project is as well. Yeah. So as Chris does this, the first bit. We're doing the East project stuff. Yeah, they're good doing that. So introduce it and go to which one. Yeah.
Fun, helpful, inspiring.
Interesting, great, and exciting. Perspective, adventurous, and exciting.
Thank you so much for New Emancipation. It was an amazing experience and it was very inspiring. The thing I enjoyed most was the canoeing, to discuss each other. I just want to say thank you.
I've had a really fun day. I made a lot of new friends. I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
You people power places!
Hello everyone. So I'm going to introduce Sailing to a Bright Future. This is Adrian, who's going to have some more information about his project that he's been running for the last year.
Hello everyone, I'm over here. Our project was Sailing into a Brighter Future, which is actually Peppo is the provider, and I set up Peppo. Peppo was named after my grandfather, and my grandpa both educated and inspired me. And so I thought what we need to do is we need to create more people that can be educated and inspired in Newham. And we were very grateful that we won the People Power Places grant, which allowed us to firstly provide education. So we provide one-to-one tutoring. This is tailored tutoring to 61 young people within Newham, within East Ham. And we provided in total 650 hours, which is a lot of education for young people. We also, I think the thing that surprised me the most was the engagement. Generally, within tutoring programs, your engagement is around 60%. So that means kids turn up 60% of the time. Now, given Zakir has already started the quiz, what percentage do you think we got of attendance at the tutoring? Give me some percentages. 80? No. 50? Higher, higher. I wish. We got, who said 90? 95, almost there. We got 95.2%, which is extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. So that was the tutoring that we did. Then the inspiring. We took all the young people that we tutored out for the day. We took them to an international law firm in Canary Wharf, very posh building. And we had some inspirational speakers that spoke to them, people that came from Newham that were doing different things now. One lawyer now practicing in Paris. And she came in just to talk to them about her experiences. And then the second part of the day, we went canoeing in Canary Wharf. Why did we do that? We did that because we wanted to take the kids out of their comfort zone. We wanted to give them an opportunity to realize they can genuinely achieve anything they want to if they try. And that was the purpose of the canoeing. And as you saw from the video, it went down very well. So my experience of People Power Places has been extraordinary. I think it's a brilliant program. I think all these projects are fantastic. And I will give them all a round of applause. So there you go. Thank you.
So now we are introducing two projects in the Rainbow Garden. And Rebecca and Jed will be talking about what they've done for the last 2 years.
Have a chat as well. Hello, my name is Rebecca. Hello. So we actually have kind of two really exciting things that are happening in Brampton Park. We were very lucky to get some funding to make this space a hub for our community and for everybody. So we actually have this amazing slab and a ramp that people are able to use for skateboarding, for other wheeled sports. And the idea is that it's a space where people can come and gather and feel welcome and enjoy their time outdoors. As we know in Newham, there's not as many places. We are in a city, and so green spaces are really, really important. So this space is really key in East Ham, and it's one of the first skate parks in Newham, which is really exciting. And we've got loads of plans for the next stage of the project. We're hoping to have some lessons, skateboarding lessons happening in the park, which is going to be very, very exciting. So there's lots of images here if people want to come down and have a look at some of the exciting images. We also have a website as well, and an Instagram page, so please follow us. Come down on a Sunday morning where we meet, we have tea and coffee, we have a chat, we do a little bit of gardening, and I'm going to pass on to Hannah, and she's going to talk a bit more about that.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah, one of the co-chairs of the Rainbow Garden. We've also... We've also benefited from funding from PPP over the last few years. The Rainbow Garden is within Brampton, exactly the same site as the skate park, and we're in an intergenerational space where families can get together, they can garden, the children can safely skate, and on a Sunday we're open for drop-in between sort of 11 and 2. And on a Tuesday, we've currently started Forest Toddlers, a toddler group that play outside on a Tuesday morning. So there's loads going on in this space, and it would be lovely for some of you to come down and see us. Thanks.
Hello. Hello, I'm Jed. I'm part of the Skate Newham group. We were brought in by Hannah here to look at this space within the community garden to try and build some kind of skateboard facility in this borough. So we've been able to work with PPP, with Zach, with Sam, who helped connect us with the other different departments. We've had lots of meetings over the years. The mayor's helped us. We've got good relationships with the Parks Department. So we submitted ideas, we gained funding, we've built a low-level facility which is very accessible for most beginner skaters or even older skateboarders. There is a second-level project that should be happening in the spring, which is some funding that's coming from Skateboard GB to build to build some extra little facilities within that space. As a group, we are just like a voluntary group. Helping create visions for Newham for skateboarding, steering when there are projects, just helping out with that as well. So we have a small presentation of the process that we've gone through to get this small facility built, and some ideas of visions for the future as well. So come and have a look.
Hello everyone, this is Stephen. He has built 2 chess tables, not just yet, in Central Park. So he's going to talk about what he kind of decided and how to do it and when it's going to be installed.
Hello everybody. My name's Stephen Berkeley. I'm a chess tutor in Newham, and I also play for East Ham Chess Club in the London League. Several years ago, I envisaged the idea of having chess tables in the park where local people, both young and old, could meet other people to play chess. And I often wanted to ask a local councillor or whoever, how would we go about it? And then People Powered Places came along, and I was fortunate enough to have my project voted for, and we started looking into it. Now, originally, what I saw from the card here was something I saw on the internet, but one evening I was having a chat with a friend, Jai, in the pub, and he said, no, you don't want to do that. And he offered to come on board as a project manager for me, completely free of charge. And he has designed some metal, long-lasting tables that hopefully should last maybe about 20 years. And we also gave the work to a local fabricator who is also here. So we're keeping the money given to us by Newham in Newham. and the tables have been manufactured. They're about to be delivered. They need to be be painted and anti-graffiti paint put on them, and we're hoping that they're actually going to be in the park by the mid to late February. There's been a lot of delay because there's lots of technical issues with the Parks Committee. We've had to have lots of advice from them. So we're hoping they're all going to be ready in February. And I've envisaged a few ideas where maybe we can have children do a little bit of open air coaching, maybe a little open air tournament for different schools. There's lots of ideas, but I'm not too sure until they're actually there, really. Okay.
Hello everyone, this is Marie and she is the Deputy Head Teacher for Brampton Primary School. She's going to let us know how much the children, if they've enjoyed it and what they're going to do next.
Lovely, thank you. So our project was inspired by our parents. We are very fortunate to have some very musical parents who came in and said that they wanted to have this music accelerator project promoted through People Power Places and through Brampton because they could see through their own lives and through their children's lives just what a difference it could make. We've been able to have Drumworks come into the school. They've delivered sessions for school children, but they've also delivered sessions for the local community. And it's been lovely to see children bringing in their family and they've been drumming together. We've seen that the children and the parents who have engaged have grown in confidence. They've composed their own music, and it really builds a sense of community as well. We're really lucky that we're going to be able to continue this into the summer, so do keep an eye out because even more people from the community will be able to engage when the lighter nights come. So look out for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Marie. Now we have another project who will actually do a performance for us. They are called Awareness and Scriptwriting and Drama. And Tahara is going to bring her group to the front and they are going to be doing a solo performance that they've rehearsed. And a group one.
Okay. Please, who are here from Awareness, Script Writing and Drama, children, please come here in front. Everyone, please. Come. Hello, my name is Tahira Sultana. I'm project lead of Awareness, Script Writing and Drama. And you can see children how much they like this project and they want this kind of project more to give them some push. Okay. So through this project, they build their confidence and better understanding of this community and what to do and not to do. Sometimes, like, for example, I can say road crossing, what rules they need to follow. They learn most of things from their schools as well, I know. But through drama, that is visualized. And they learn leadership as well. Yes, they create their own drama. I just guide them, taught them what to do, what is the topic about, and then they create their own drama. I created a small group. Sometimes they do solo, like one person, like teacher and child, same person. I hope this kind of project will continue. And someone will run this kind of project for the children. They want this kind of support. And what I learned from this project, that is unavailable experience, unavoidable or unavailable experience, and team, leadership as well, maintaining team, and project creating, and how to develop PowerPoint, and how to maintain the children as well. I hope children will find someone who can do this awareness escape writing or drama kind of project, so that they can learn. And through that project, like every time when they do like what I can say, perform as a tree or a traffic man or a bean, this kind of thing, they put their shoes on that point and learn through this, and what they'll learn is they can continue through their life. I hope so. And yeah, thank you. They're going to do dramas, two. One is solo and another is group. Thank you. So on this side. I have it. So Nabiha, Amrin, and Amina are going to do their group performance, please. Yeah. Yeah. Come. Okay.
I don't like your outfit, and no one wants to be friends with you. Stop, you shouldn't say that, that's really rude. Because if you say that, you're hurting another person's feelings. So it's better if you just apologize. It's okay, just don't do that again. Do I really have to watch this? So we done a drama about kindness, because if you be disrespectful, they won't treat you the way you want to be treated. But if you want them to treat you the way you want to be treated, you should also treat them the way that you want to be treated.
Thank you. My project finished 21st of December. I didn't make them after that, and they prepared this by themselves and do this. And now Tassin is going to do her presentation.
Oh my God, what a beautiful tree. I love it. It's so beautiful. Oh, why did you cut it? It's really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like those t-shirts, guys. I'm sure there's going to get one in my office. Thank you.
The next project is Many Hands of Communal Creativity. Leanta will talk about her project, who she's been involving, how it's going to turn out, and also they have someone online who will also want to talk about the project.
Good evening, everybody. So our project is we are redeveloping a neglected alleyway on Flanders Road in East Ham, and it's going to be a creative hub where adults and children can come to use the facilities to make creative things, whether that's for hobbies or for business. Everything will be there for them. We'll also have books that they can use for inspiration. We've not only got books for like drawing, we've also got books for like creative writing, doing monologues for drama and things like that. Where the project currently is now is all the foundations have been laid, so the structures are going up now. So I don't want to talk too much. One of our co-directors is online, and she wants to say a bit about the project and the impact that it's had. Her name's Shana.
Yes, good afternoon.
From Community Arts Newham.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, having a bit of technical difficulties here. You'll see me in a second. Good afternoon. My name is Shana. I'm part of Community Arts Newham, as my colleague just announced. First, let me start by apologising for not being able to be there in person, to show my gratitude for the support that we've received. I'm just recovering from surgery, so I would have loved to be there to show our appreciation for getting us closer to achieving our goal in our project. So thank you for that. Also, apart from that, let me give you some details on what we've actually been doing. So you might not be aware, but we actually, like my colleague said, we're using a space that would have otherwise been wasted, to actually bring the community together in the way of providing a space for mothers and parents alike, to be able to spend time with their children in a creative-based environment. Our main goal is to actually prevent people from being isolated at home, which happens to a lot of parents with children before they're off school attending age. So as I said before, we're very grateful in your support in getting us closer to seeing our project come to fruition. Anything else to add, Leanne?
Thank you, Shana. The next project is Wellbeing Sessions for New Way Guests. They support homeless individuals in East Ham, and they have been running sessions. So my question for you, Aggie, is how impactful is it for the residents that you've been supporting?
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Aggie. I work for New Way Project. We support people who are rough sleeping. It's aimed at single adults here in Newham, but our day centre is based in East Ham. This funding allowed us to continue providing wellbeing sessions to our guests, which is a very valuable program that allows guests to use our services as place for purpose and belonging. So those sessions provided some workshops in gardening, cooking, employment. We took guests onto the trips throughout the year, and it was very valuable for them to feel like humans, to restore dignity, and build relationships, not just with us as a staff members, but also between themselves. And a lot of them feedback that through some purposeful activities, craft activities, through cooking together, they made friendships, and this is what it is about. We are reaching out to those who are most vulnerable and forgotten, but we try to provide a place where they feel welcomed, where they feel human again, where they can find trustful people, and also activities that bring some kind of value within their usual day. So thank you very much for voting for us and giving this opportunity.
Our next next project is the E6 Sisters Community Pantry. And Fumi has been running this for the past year, and she is based at Central Park School, and she runs a pantry for all of the residents who need support. So she will talk, and then she also has a person who helps and volunteers with her.
Thank you so much. My name is Fumi. I'm the CEO and founder of E6 Sisters Community Pantry. I'm here to tell you about the success story about E6 Sisters. So we started gathering all the information about the pantry during the lockdown. And we were like, okay, what can we do to bring our community together? And all of a sudden, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee came up, and we went for it. And the whole community in my area of Eastern South, they kind of came out, they were like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for the past 25 years. Thank you for being brave. And I was like, oh, so there's something for being brave. So, and the king coronation came in as well, and we went for that, and that was huge. And I was like, okay, this is the idea I had on the table, and it's been lying down there. So the opportunity came for the People Power Places grant, and I went for it. I can remember when I came in to tell Zach and the colleague Samantha that I had this idea. I was like, oh, how is it gonna work? How does it, you know, when you have an idea on the table, you don't actually know how it's gonna turn out. And it was like, okay. And I was just telling him the whole story. And finally, the whole thing came out, and we were able to launch. There's not project that will come without difficulties. So bear that in mind. If you're not passionate about what you really want to give back to your community, you can't near it. So we went through ups and downs, getting space to run it, securing space. When we get to this place, they'll say it's okay. And the next day they say, no, we can't have you. So, but because I am such a determined person, I decided not to give up because I want to give back to my community. So we kept on going, even though people kept on saying no, and we kept on going. Finally, we got the green light. So we were able to start to do the pop-up at the Central Park, and that was what took the whole situation off the ground. And this was like an accident waiting to happen. This is what people need. And there is an adage, an African adage that says, when food is part of problems, you know, the poverty dismissed easily. So our ethos is, we're not food bank. I just want everyone to know that. Our ethos is just to give confidence back to our residents, especially in Eastern area, because the kind of name that they brand us out there, we community, we that reside here, that we're born here, that raise our children here, that knows what we actually need. So we are the one that will be able to kind of give back and solve the problem ourselves. Government ain't gonna see what we need, but we are the one that can tell the government this is actually what is going to be useful for us in our community. And that's exactly what I did. And we started running it, and people started turning up. And now at present, we have 100 subscribers. So whereby some family have children from new to 18 years. Sometimes they have 5 children within the household. And what really surprises me was when people started spotting us online. And we had a partnership with Newham Sparks, LDE College in Canning Town. They were like, oh, we saw what you guys were doing. That was brilliant. And last week, I went to represent EC Sister at the BECT exhibition in Canning Town, where I was kind of speaking alongside Intel Germany. And they were like, is this happening in Newham? So this is what we have. I know they've branded us all negative name out there. We ain't what they're branding us. E6 Sister It's a pantry for community and by the community of Newham. So we're bridging the gap. Recently, West Ham Iron supporters started supporting us with a lot of support, clothing for children and parents. So we're not just dealing with food. We match people with what they need, not what they are given. Our ethos is to build confidence back and promote sustainable future development within Newham and East Ham area. So when residents come to us, they take what they like, not what they're given, and that gives them that sense of belonging, being part of the community, and that keeps them coming. And we've been able to have lots of young children who has been volunteering with us. So we're trying to also include that in our services, catch them young, instead of them being idle and being lazy. So we're trying to promote that sense of, thank you.
Hi, so I got involved in the pantry as Bumi's neighbour who went one Friday to help, and then since then we've been running the pantry. It's open to anyone in the E6 area that wants to come and do their shopping for £10 every week. And one of the things that I like about the pantry is we're not just there as adults to run the pantry. As you can see, these are the volunteers that we have. So this is Tia, and what do you like about the pantry?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No,
Okay, quickly. What do you like about the pantry? The cake?
No, I like the cake.
Okay. So every week, Bumi bakes freshly baked cake. So we have it's not just the pantry for food; it is there for the community. About volunteering at the pantry.
I like having fun and also helping people. I mostly like helping people get their shopping.
Thank you so much. We wouldn't have been able to achieve this if not for the help from People Power Places. So we're continuing running ECC Staff Community Pantry. Thank you so much.
Thank you for me. So we have a few project leads that weren't able to come. So we're just going to go around. So we have Keep Calm and Carry On. They had a monthly session for people who wanted to learn about knitting and crocheting. They held it here at the library, and they had multiple people coming on a regular basis to learn. I went to one of them and I knitted a scarf. The next project is the mural project. They had artists build a mural on one of the roads in East Ham on Basil Avenue. If you're going past it, please take pictures and appreciate it. Okay. And then finally, one of the project leads, I believe, is on his way, but his project is Young Entrepreneurs Club, and he had lots of children come to the library on a regular basis, and he bought them Kindles, he bought them books, and with his project he inspired them to kind of go into business and kind of taught lots of things about entrepreneurship. Hopefully he comes by the end of the day. So the next person we have is Volunteer E6, and they run multiple projects at Bonnie Downs Community Association in East Ham. Misha is going to talk.
Hi everyone, my name is Misha. I work for the Bonnie Downs Community Association. Just to start, how amazing is to see these fabulous volunteers running all these amazing projects in East Ham. I know many of you personally, and many of my members of my family benefit from these projects, so thank you. Our project has been run in Bonnie Downs Community Association that is based in East Ham. and we are able to run our project thanks to volunteers. Currently, we have 87 volunteers on the roll who volunteer their time and their skills to help us run the projects. The funding that we received from PPP helped us run the children and family projects such as the Tots Gold Wild playgroup. We have lots of interfaith and inter-age events in our community garden just behind the library. And we were also able to thank our volunteers for the hard work they do for us thanks to this grant. So thank you for choosing us and voting for us, and hope you can come to BTCA and take part in any of our projects that we run. Thank you.
The next project is Folkestone Road Allotments. They built accessible communal spaces and they are not far from here. So Paul can talk about what he's been doing over the last few months.
Thank you, everybody. So we actually produce what everybody needs at the allotment, which is a toilet. So you can see the lovely toilet at the top that was maintained by Newham, not very well. And what we did was create it into an accessible toilet. And we also made all of our communal spaces accessible because we didn't want there to be barriers stopping people from gardening. On our site, we have around 130 families from Newham that have a plot and grow their own food. We wanted to make sure that there's no barriers and that everybody had access. So we've done a really good job over the last sort of year creating a space that is there for everybody to use. So that was about it. Thank you.
Our next and final project is youth cricket for Newham, and Paul will talk about kind of what he's done and the children involved and how many great achievements they've done for cricket in Newham.
Hello there, I'm Paul Dawson. 15 years ago, I helped to start the youth section of Newham Cricket Club, and we had initially massive success. In recent years, we've found that we've been a bit constricted because of the lack of cricket pitches in this area. We've got an absolutely cricket mad area. Tower Hamlets and Newham have only 2 cricket pitches that are grass, proper cricket pitches. One of them's in Flanders Fields, just over the back here, which was our home ground. The other one is at West Ham Park, and that's got very restricted use. No children use that from Newham. We got to a situation where the cricket pitches were being demanded by adults from everywhere, who obviously had more financial clout than any of the children. And to redress this, I came and got the grant. And we had an amazingly successful season for the first time in 7 or 8 years. I've just heard today that Kartik Shibu, one of our 15-year-old fast bowlers, has been accepted into Essex Development Squad, which is, it's been on the phone to me while I've actually been standing here, you know. And that's a wonderful thing. And we've got 2 other players there who may also be accepted. We got to the Cotton Kings final this year. Some of the young lads that you can see behind me got to 2 semi-finals of the softball and hardball in the under-9s. We had other successes. The under-14s won the midweek. And so we had the most successful season for years, and half the grant went on sustaining Newham Cricket Club at Flanders Fields. The other half of the grant was redirected to Memorial Park, so that we're starting a new hub at Memorial Park with under-9s and under-11s initially, and so we're spreading cricket around the borough. But my message to the council really is to help us to resurrect some of the cricket pitches that have been allowed to lie fallow. There's at least a dozen in Newham that are sitting underneath parkland that's been allowed to grass over. and it's to keep kids off the streets, which we can also, if we've passed any of the police tape on the way into this place, it brings home to us how important it is to give kids a lot of reasons to stay off the streets. I've got Amitabh here, who's been one of my main helpers over the 15 years, and one of our new coaches, Mukhtar, here, who's going to be helping us at Memorial Park. And I've got a word to say about the people that run the PPP. They've been fantastically supportive of us through this project, which has been quite a complicated one. So thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming, and thank you for all the project leads who had something to say.
Yeah. First, we just go to, I know there was a lot of talking and hearing. We just go online first. Is there any questions that anyone has or want to ask a question to any project leads? Anna?
Excuse me. There was a comment from Camille to say, it's actually been wonderful to see how E6 Sisters Community Pantry is making a real difference in East Ham, supporting families with access to nutritious food and promoting community well-being. So hats off to you from me. And there was a question for for all project leads. How did you engage with East Ham residents during the development of your project?
Okay. I could ask one group. Rebecca, I could come to you.
So we engaged in lots of different ways. So in terms of the Rainbow Garden, I'll speak on initially. So we had lots of different projects within the Rainbow Garden. So on a Friday, for example, we had a forest school, we had a link with Brampton, which is really great. So sort of engaging children that were already in the area because we were right next to Brampton Primary School and kind of getting them into the space so that they could explore nature. And also, obviously, showing off our amazing ramp and slab, so that the idea being that families can come in on the weekends after school and enjoy that space together. We had lots of opportunities to ask people for their views and opinions. One of the things that we did was actually ask people through an interactive session when they were in the garden to talk about what they'd like the garden to look like in 10 years' time. So using kind of their imagination. So unlimited funds, what would you like in this space? And there were some really exciting things that came out of that project, and actually developed into one of the things that we did just last Sunday, which was lay down this amazing willow tunnel. So if you're going past Rainbow Garden, that's one of our most recent projects. Last year, we had an amazing harvest of vegetables as well. So anybody basically that wants to get involved and put their print on the Rainbow Garden, come and talk to us, because we want to have your input. So I would say it's an ever-evolving project. The same with Skate Newham. So we are always looking for feedback. We've got the Instagram, so people message us all the time and put in their ideas for different skatable objects in the space. And also just their take on how it was to skate. So we have lots of these amazing videos and photos of people skating and using the space, which is amazing. It's really exciting. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah. Leanta, come on.
Hi again. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, so with us, we've engaged a lot via email prior and during this project, and we've had over 200 inquiries as to when the space is going to be ready. So we know that the community is anticipating that. We do have social media as well, but we have been, prioritizing getting all the equipment and everything for the space. So it has been a lot of emails. But yeah, I mean, emails is just as good as any other interaction, because we've got so many ideas from the community that has emailed us, which is why we now know what we're going to have in the space, what facilities we're going to have, because it's what the community asked for. So yeah, emails, that worked for us.
And then, sorry, let me add to that. Also, when we're engaging via social media, our main appeal will be the service providers themselves, people like myself that are neurodivergent, that will be creating projects and creative spaces like between us. We will demonstrate and show them, actually put the proof in the pudding, so to speak, what can be achieved at our facility, what we can actually accomplish, what you can enjoy doing, explore hidden talents. So we're going to put a lot more on social media in the way of art itself, what we produce.
Thank you very much. Just a comment from E6 Pantry as well.
So one of the ways that we sort of advertised was, apart from the usual leaflets, Facebook, social media, next door apps, was me myself actually. I would ring Fumi, and an example sitting right here. On the school run, I would stop and talk to all the parents that I would see. I met Ben in the park as he was taking his daughter to school, stopped him and said hello, gave him a leaflet, asked him to come into the pantry to see what it was like. He did, you know, this crazy lady rushing on the school run opposite ways telling me about this. And his daughter's been volunteering with us now for 3 weeks. Same way, I'm on the bus, I'm talking about it. So apart from the usual platforms, word of mouth, advertising that way.
Brilliant.
Okay, I just want to add something to what really was successful and kind of useful for us at E6 Sisters. The help of community goes a long way. E6 Sisters wouldn't have been here without the help of people who saw the best in the idea. It's okay for you to have an idea as a person, but another thing is for somebody to see that idea that, oh, this is gonna work. This is actually what we need. And we have a lot of people like that in this community. So I wanna encourage each and every one of you that are still willing to kind of bring up new projects. Don't turn down any help from anybody. I'm going to reference to one of our sponsors who recently passed on. David spotted us here when we were doing the showcase in June. So he was just the help in time of need that we needed to pick up his sister from the ground. So receiving help from the local resident is also part of the instrument that will make your project kind of work beyond expectation, and that really works for us. And I will encourage everybody to tap in from that as well. Thank you. Rest in peace, David.
Thank you very much. Any other questions online, Anna?
Yeah, we've had 2 comments and another question. So first question, comment from Rachel has been, this has been a really informative session. It's important to know that there is a lot of community projects out there willing to provide support. And Emma has said, it's inspiring to see how they're sailing into a bright future tutoring program, helping young learners in East Ham, guiding them towards academic success and boosting their confidence. It's great feedback. And the question from Rachel is, how do you target people who are suffering from digital poverty? So I guess we had a lot of like ways of engaging people online through email and socials. Then I guess we also had from E6 Sisters about approaching people in the park. Just wondered if anyone
wanted to answer that.
What I
wanted to say is about the digital poverty, because I know that is a big deal. I think it's important to come to the events that the East Ham group put on, or Newham in general, because there's lots of different ways where they can show you how to use the online spaces as well. You know, if you just ask them, and you get to learn how to do it and get involved in the projects that's happening, because you never know who you're going to speak to that might be able to show you something new. So that's what I would say about digital poverty.
Thank you very much. Any questions in the room? You said you had a question? You said? Okay. Okay.
Well, my question is, when will this year the floating to outside? But we are also, because I'm interested in doing it, so I want to ask, when can I participate? When can I come to participate?
Well, in the next cycle, I think we'll come to that in a bit. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. No other questions? Oh, sorry, Peter. The legend of East Ham.
Oh, really? There is a community newspaper, I think most of you know about, Newham Voices. You'll be horrified to hear I write for them occasionally. But what I'd like to ask is, can you, people involved in projects and leaders, do you think it would be helpful to offer pieces in Newham Voices and contacts and reports? Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Okay. I think we go to the next side of it, and just want to bring to the stage, if you want to call it, at the front, Councillor Charlene McLean, just to say a few words. Did you enjoy that? Good.
Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. You may have seen that I was online earlier on, but I could feel the electricity in the room, and I come to collect my prize, Zach. I didn't know the answers, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought it would be, you know, unbiased. But yeah, I like my prize. Thank you. But no, that was really wonderful to hear all of the projects, and it's great that is hybrid. So people online and people in the room were all able to hear the wonderful stories of the projects and your journeys. And I just wanted to use this opportunity just to thank you all, to thank the project leads, the working group members who work really, really hard. Without them, you know, this process would be far more difficult. And also to the Neighbourhood staff, and especially because, as Zach said earlier on, East Ham had the most amount of applications. Second. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, sorry. Villa Park got first, which Zach is also in charge of, but not Plaster, where were we? East Ham did. Which, yeah, is no mean feat, because, you know, it takes a lot of outreach, a lot of speaking to people and spreading the word, which is something that you all can do too. So next Tuesday, the next cycle of People Power Places is going to Cabinet on Tuesday the 4th, and I'm sure that it will be agreed, but until then we won't know. But that would mean that if it is passed, that there will be another 2-year cycle of £200,000 per neighbourhood, which just shows the commitment that this administration has to participatory democracy, because this is the largest, as we know, the largest, one of the largest in the country. So just once again, thank you so much everyone for taking part. And I look forward to coming around and seeing more and speaking to you on a one-to-one basis about what you do, although I did hear, because we had Chris with his roving camera that went around and showed everybody what was going on. So thank you so much, everybody. The evening's not over yet, it finishes at 8. But yeah, speak to one another, make connections, and spread the word about People Power Places. Thank you. Bye, people online.
Thank you, Councillor McLean. Just, if you'll wave at our friends online, our neighbours,
Sorry, is it
Thank
too late
you
to
much
make
for
my
joining
comment, Anna?
you, Anna.
Is it too late to make my comment?
No, go for it. We've got a comment online, please, Zach.
There's a comment online. Anna's back.
Do you want to say it, Leandra, or should I go for you?
I'll say it. Yeah, hi. I just wanted to echo what Peter was saying. I'm the chief reporter for New Voices, and I know I've heard of a couple of the projects, but some of the other projects I'm not familiar with. So as Peter was saying, New Voices would be very happy to hear from you guys with regards to your projects, with regards to the events that you've got. You can email us info@newvoices.co.uk. We're online as well, so the contact details are on there. Or yeah, so get in touch and we'd be glad to be a part of what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys online. We do have to say bye to you guys online as we're going to go into the marketplace.